you're good. So today we'll be looking at the history of the crawling fingers. In the ancient village of Akure, nestled deep within the heart of the forest, a young prophet child named Azaza lived a life filled with wonder and purpose. His words were laced with wisdom.
I am so confident that you will make it, trust me.
And his heart was pure. But one fateful day, the villagers, fueled by anger and frustration, accused Azaza of being the notorious armed robber who had been terrorizing their community. Despite his protests of innocence, the villagers bound Azaza's hands behind his back. In a fit of rage, Kofi, a burly man, chopped off Azaza's hands with machetes. As the severed hand fell to the ground, it grasped Kofi's trousers as if accusing him of brutal acts. Azaza, bleeding profusely, was dragged away and eventually killed by the villagers, who were convinced of his guilt. Days later, the truth came to light. Azaza was innocent and the real armed robber was still at large. The villagers were consumed by guilt and grief, realizing they had executed an innocent child. Unbeknownst to them, Azaza's spirit had not rested. Before his death, he had prophesied that the villagers would face a curse for their actions.
Every guilty person will face the consequences.
The curse manifested in the form of crawling fingers, an otherworldly entity that would test the heart of those who encountered it. At first, the fingers were few, scurrying across the ground like spiders. But as time passed, they advanced in power, duplicating themselves into hundreds of different types of fingers. The villagers lived in terror, never knowing when or where the fingers would appear. Some saw fingers made of twigs and leaves crawling up trees like insects. Others found fingers made of metal, rusty and sharp, in the depths of their wells. Kofi, the man who had chopped off Azaza's hand, was the first to fall victim to the crawling fingers. Consumed by guilt and fear, he tried to escape, but the fingers were relentless. They grasped his ankles, pulling him down into the earth. As the years passed, the legend of the crawling fingers spread, a cautionary tale about the consequences of injustice and the power of a wronged spirit. The story of Azaza and the crawling fingers became a reminder that justice must be served and that the innocent must be protected. It was a reminder that the consequences of our actions can be devastating and that guilt can haunt us for eternity. And that's it for today. If I may ask, what's the moral of the story?